Hey guys, just to share, we had a gate of 3.1 million, making this the #2 combat sport event in American Airlines Center history. That includes 6 UFC pay-per-view events. The only event to have done better than us was right after the pandemic, obviously, which was the last UFC pay-per-view here. So very proud of Jake and Nate for what they accomplished here tonight. I want to thank the American Airlines Center for their partnership. We want to thank DAZN, and we definitely want to thank Celsius as our presenting sponsor. And with that, I'll open up to questions for Jake Paul.
Jake, was he tougher than what you thought?
No, is this working? Hello, is it?
Yeah.
No, I mean it's what I expected, right? Like that's what he's known for. I don't know how he survived the first round, but he's a dog, and I walk the dog.
Jake, yeah, your shots were shorter tonight. Your footwork was good. Later in the fight, you still had gas. What do you attribute the new look of Jake Paul to?
Yeah, I'm a new fighter, and it's the new team we brought in, the new strength and conditioning. Shout out Larry Wade, shout out Third, shout out Jay Leon, Shane Mosley, everyone, the nutritionist James Lockwood, everyone's on point. So everything was new, and I worked harder this camp. They pushed me to my limits. There was times in the gym where I was sitting there like, damn, I don't even know if I could do this, but I just kept on believing in myself, and now my gas tank is crazy. I could have kept on going. I could have went 12 rounds, and we're just stepping up and up and up, and to do it after 3 years, I'm happy with myself.
Jake, when you got the left hook,
Hey, you need to control, like,
put him on the canvas, and then you went for the knockout, and then you kind of held back, maybe because you didn't want to like leave it all there just in case. What was the strategy there?
Yeah, look, my motor was running hot, and I was punching him hard and hard and hard, and he wasn't going down. He was standing there, and so I didn't want to burn out and then let him catch a wind and come back with something. So I was being patient, being smart, and was looking for the kill. But at the end of the day, he withstood a bunch of big punches. So.
Jake.
Hey guys. Michael will let you know who's talking.
Right here. Go ahead. Jake, what's it like fighting someone who's that erratic guy? Walk around the ring, take little breaks, give you funny looks, show you different things. What was it like fighting
That's
a guy
his traps. That's his traps.
doing things like that?
Well, it was fun, and I knew he was trying to take breaks, so I would pounce on him when he was doing that. And we were talking to each other the whole fight, man. He was saying words that I can't repeat here, but I was like, man, where's all that talk now? Bah, gotcha, shut up, boom. So it was fun. When you're in there with another dog, like you can sense it. And it just makes the sport more fun, and this fight was probably the most memorable yet.
Jack.
Congrats on the win. Do you feel a sense like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders now? You've got back in there and you've got back in the ring?
For sure, yeah. There's this like pressure off, and I know that I'm meant to be here, and I did exactly what I said I was going to do, which is when I lost, I came back and got better and showed the world how to lose on the biggest stage and come back and then win on the biggest stage. And it just goes to show for anyone out there that's losing, it may be a boxing match or maybe in life, take the L on the chin, get up the next day and get back. And
Listen,
don't stop.
That split decision loss was the best thing that could have ever happened for Jake Paul. Because had he had won, nothing probably would have changed. He would have continued with the same team, with the same regiment, with the same focus. So in my mind, that loss has really resulted in him being a much more dangerous and much more high probability of becoming a world champion. You agree?
Yeah, the loss seriously was the best thing. It set me on the path that I was supposed to be on, and you can't cut corners in this sport. And I was in the gym the day after the loss, flew back from the Middle East, and was in the gym every single day up until this fight because I knew I was going to get back and come back stronger.
Chris
Belcher, House of Highlights. A couple days ago, I asked you to rank your opponents. Where would you rank Nate? And also, was it a surprise for you seeing Logan come in? And what did he tell you when he showed up? And what did that mean to you?
Man, it was just crazy that my brother was there, and when his energy entered into the locker room, everything felt perfect, and it just felt like this was going to be our night, and I was just having fun, and that was the missing ingredient, in my last fight. Now I'm having fun back on that side of things, and Nate was the toughest person I fought yet to date, so for sure.
Jake, what's one thing that you took from the Diaz fight, which you thought you knew going into it, but then in the fight it surprised you?
One thing I took from it, I think the confidence in knowing I can go 10 rounds with nonstop power punching is really great experience, and I'm just getting more and more comfortable in the ring and learning to box, learning to slow things down and see things, vision clearer. So that experience is priceless.
Go ahead over there.
Jake, Conor McGregor actually tweeted, he didn't say anything about your performance, but he did insinuate he was watching because he made a comment to Sweetie. Let's talk a bit about where that maybe falls on the grand scheme of things.
What did he
in your
say?
career. Huh? He said, fuck this, Sweetie, what's up? But I'm saying he's obviously watching. Where does that fall in the grand scheme of things in your career, having a fight against Conor?
I don't care about that guy. Yeah, he needs to go to rehab. I want Nate in MMA. I want more professional boxers, and I want Canelo.
Over there, go ahead.
Thank you, Jake. So, all week you look great. We saw you in workouts. We saw you at the press conference. You said that you've done new things in training. Can you talk a little bit about your work with the Kronk and some of that stuff and how that helped you in this fight?
Yeah, man, that Kronk attitude, that third brought to the gym every single day, and it was really that balance, that footwork, and not letting me make any mistakes. It was a game changer, and he pushed me hard with the punches and power punching and 20 rounds, 25 rounds, sparring more and more than I ever have before, and that's what prepared me to go 10 rounds with the absolute warrior.
Do you think that Nate was surprised by your power and when you knocked him down?
For sure, I could see it the whole fight. In the first round, I seen his eyes light up, and he was like, okay, they talk about this kid's power, but when you feel it, it's different.
Last question,
Thank you,
Mike.
Jake.
He tried to guillotine you in the ninth round.
He fucking choked me. He was actually choking me. No, he was actually choking me. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. I didn't think he was going to stop, but he had it in. Because obviously I'm not going to try to defend it, but yeah, like, it's just funny. I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, man, like, that's why I want to do it back in MMA. It's fun, man. I'm with all the shit.
Taste of the squeeze now, right?
Yeah, but like if I'm ready for it, I would have dropped. If it was an MMA, I would have dropped to a double leg, picked him up, and dropped him on his head.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate the media.
Thank you, guys.
Regardless outcome, you're a legend. You said on Thursday that this young man wasn't a real fighter. How has your opinion changed after 30 minutes of scrap?
Yeah, he does. He's for sure my fight mentality. He does. I knew that already. He's just not. That wasn't a full contact fight. So.
What surprised you that he had tonight you didn't expect?
Nothing. I got hit with a couple shots I didn't fucking see, and that fucking pissed me off. But I wasn't surprised. I expect that with everybody.
You asked for a 10-round fight. Were you thinking of employing kind of a rope-a-dope strategy later in the fight? You'd be able to come on and you got tired?
No, just like I said, I'm not full of shit at all. I was like, if you could fight 10 rounds or 3, what would you rather do?
You had some success.
What would you rather do, 3 or 10 rounds?
I would rather do no rounds.
Yeah, I mean, anybody though, right? Like, fuck, I'd rather have 3 rounds. I'm tired just thinking about it, but no matter how, I've always felt like that. No matter how many rounds my fight goes, if it didn't go my way, I know if it would have gone longer, I could have won. So I'm like, I want 10 rounds. And they're like, you got 10 rounds. Fuck, what did I do?
You had some success. You had some success in these rounds. Some of these rounds were close. Do you feel like if you hadn't taken pauses, kind of clowned a little bit, that maybe some of these rounds you could have won, the fight would have been closer and gone your way?
Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Nate, did anything he do in that ring in terms of his power or when he caught you with that shot that dropped, did it surprise you?
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I felt that motherfucker. I hop up and recover a little bit, and yeah, no. I know what I was coming for a fight with a big, strong, motivated, pumped up guy to take over the world, and nothing surprises me in this shit.
Were you ever worried that he could continue that on and you were going to drop again, or you were like, nah, I got this, and you felt
No, he
comfortable
better.
about it?
I just was like, he better.
Did
So I
you feel like you
expected.
hurt him tonight at any point?
I think I hit him with some good stuff, but and some good combos and some good shit. But I think I could have done better, and I think, like I said, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Hey, Nate, what did you think of the crowd? They were cheering your name throughout the whole fight. Did you hear them in there?
Yeah, I heard it get loud in and out, and, yeah, you tell me. I gotta rewatch the fight.
Nate,
I
this
think
is a
it was-
very
I think it's
successful
cool.
event for Real Fight. What's next for Real Fight?
Fast pace here.
Everybody's very excited.
Yeah, what was the
It was a
question?
pretty successful event. I heard the gate was the second highest in American Airlines history. What's next for Real Fight? Real Fight?
Yeah, we're gonna do a show. We have plans to do some stuff, and right now we're gonna go home. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna figure out whether we want to do MMA or boxing, and then we'll see what they want to do. They said they want to do the PFL thing, and I think that we'll if we want to do that, we're gonna have to co-promote and do Real Fight versus PFL, and I'm with that. My goal is to get rematch, and any art.
What were you thinking when you got Jake in the guillotine?
Oh, done deal. That was already that fight. In a real fight, this fight's over, and we're sitting up here with the win. But we were participating in a boxing match, and it was a good time. And now I know, because I was curious too. I was like, I'm gonna get in a boxing ring, and I know what I think, and I've trained my whole career boxing with pro boxers on the highest level, as high as I could get, and done really well. And I've never fought in a pro fight, so I think I'll whip all these motherfuckers' ass. But that's just what I think. Let's go in there and get a feel for it. It felt just like what I'd imagined. And what was the question? Yeah, I'll fuck up everybody. What's handing?
In the cage, is that a little preview?
Oh, the guillotine? Yeah, that was too easy. Yeah, it's too easy. And the takedown was too easy, too. I just fucking ducked a punch in his whole leg with in my chest. I'd be trying to take people down in MMA. They smash my hand and fuck me up, and I get tired and all kinds of shit. I'd be like, this is easy to fight boxer in a real fight.
Mike?
That was rude.
What did you think of just the promotional side of it? Like, what did you take away from it? What learning lessons are you gonna go home with?
I learned a lot, and I watched a lot happen, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do next because I've seen all of it done more than anybody, more than the media, more than the fighters, more than the new promoters. I'm like, I know exactly what's going on here, what's the pros and cons after this week for sure. And they give their criticism on what I do in the media. Bro, we're trying to. It's all good. I'm just kidding. And I think it was a good experience, just like training with somebody to learn how to defend a choke or something because you got fucked up. So it's like, oh, we fucked up here and there and there. And they had that criticism on how I'm doing my promoting on my side. But every UFC or any big show that I fought in that turned out to be the biggest shows, it was because I was doing what the fuck I do, and whatever the fuck I do, usually we end up being the highest gates and numbers and all kinds of shit. So I learned that I know what I'm talking about. Cocky ass motherfucker.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, would you ever consider continuing doing boxing? Is there anyone else that you would consider sharing the ring with again?
100%, yeah. That's my, that's what I was saying about the experience too that I just learned from fighting out there. I didn't know if these were fucking little ass, the size of MMA gloves and everything. I didn't even get cut tonight. I get cut in every MMA fight I fight. And I can box for another. I don't want to go get my, you get brain rattled by some good people, but
A name, anyone you would?
I have nobody now, but I'm sure I'm gonna go home and hear criticism and see people fights and see. I'm gonna see all kinds of shit. So next week, get back to me. I'm sure I'm gonna have a list full of motherfuckers' asses to whip.
Straight ahead in the plat.
Right over here, Nate.
Right?
Nate here in the back, Marcos Villegas, Fighter TV. Hey, Nate, how did Jake physically feel in there?
Easy to take down, easy to choke. Hey, nah, he did a good job, and he's fucking athletic, strong dude, and he hits hard and fast. But it ain't nothing I ain't seen before. And I've trained with people I've trained with Mike Russell this camp, and he's the big guy. But these guys could throw down. It's good shit.
My follow-up is, Did you notice a difference at all, you personally, between the 4-ounce gloves and the bigger gloves? How did the punch?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I did. It just felt just like sparring gloves. I mean, obviously smaller, but way bigger and different than MMA gloves. I don't like MMA gloves either though, because I can't land as good as punches, and it doesn't feel as good to land punches. So I like the 8-ounce glove.
Chris Belcher, House of Highlights. Jake has been talking about fighting you in the octagon. Would you do that, and if so, how do you think it would go?
Yeah, I think I kind of already said that. I think I would fight him, and it's easy to take him down and easy to choke him. He was talking about his wrestling credential the other day on the in the interview, and I was like, what?
How soon would you go about fighting in the octagon? Is that something you'd want to do soon, or just let it go?
I'm not cut. 2, 3, 4 months. I'm ready to rock. After MMA fights, I'm cut to shit. My legs hurt and I can't walk, and that feels good to be okay.
Congratulations, for making it all the way and putting on a great performance. You mentioned, your cuts. Talk about the job that Jacob Stitch around did, throughout the corner. If you haven't, really been cut up or, putting the swelling down and keeping you in the fight for one more round.
Yeah, shout out to Stitch. He was in there keeping me good, and yeah, we stayed in there good.
You were talking to Jake during the fight. What were you saying to him in the ring?
I was making fun of him, telling him to do more shit.
Mike?
How did you just feel competing at this weight? It's the highest you did in a fight. Did you feel like slower?
I would have rather like to stay smaller. Or if I went up to this way, I would like to have trained like I do when I'm smaller. I was concerned with getting bigger and shit, and I didn't think he was much bigger than me. I thought he was bigger than that, training for the fight. That's why I said I had big ass Mike Russell to train with. I was like, he's gonna be Mike Russell size. Mike's like, he's huge. I was like, dude, the hell, but at least he's fast. I was like, why am I training with your big ass?
Over there. Glasses.
Nate, how'd you feel in the fight? Did you feel like you were winning the round?
I feel like I should have done. Richard got mad at me because I wasn't training how I should have been training. I should have been throwing punches, keeping him on the outside, and doing a lot of stuff. Like I said in an interview, I'm not trying to make an excuse, but about a month back, I was trying to stay big, and I hurt my arm a little bit, and it was wear and tearing on my right arm if I was jabbing and doing a lot of stuff, so I would get inside and fight like a Mexican guy, smother their punches and get in there and make every sparring session a brawl, and I did that kind of for the camp, and that's how the fight went. And I think I should have kept on the outside, circled, and did better stuff. I know I pissed Rich off. He don't want me to say it, but he wanted me to keep him on the outside, and I should have. But it's all good. There's no way I'm not going to show up for a fight because of something like that, too. You got to go regardless, no matter what. So I plan on doing my next one if it's going to be boxing. We're going to work good and
At the end of the fight, did you think you
work like a small guy, not a big guy.
Did you think you won the fight? Like at the end, did you think you did enough to win? Like,
No, I didn't think I won. I knew he was when he got the knockdown and stuff. So I figured I won a good amount of rounds. I gotta watch the fight, So, because I know what I think and I know what it's probably.
And then last one for me, do you think he ever really picked you up on the challenge to fight you in MMA? I know you spoke.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens with him. See if he really wants to do that. And if not, I'll be back in this hunting him down. Either way, it's fine
He
with
said
me.
it would be $10 million to fight him in MMA. What would it take for you financially to fight him?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it and fucking make sure everybody's happy for sure. A lot more than that.
Just to elaborate on that.
Yeah,
too,
hand me a little bit of money, like let's fight.
It's not going to be $10 million. I'll tell you that.
Your teammate Chris Avila had a big win. Can you talk a little bit about Chris Avila's performance?
Oh yeah, I should have been talking about. And Alan Sanchez did a great job. He had a good fight. What did you guys think about Alan's fight?
That was a war.
Well, yeah, it was a good fight, and it was really good. And then Jose did his thing, and Ramos and everybody, and Kilo had a hell of a fight. He had a hard opponent too. My guys from my gym, dude, that I train with every day, they came in here and they all showed out. And I was over there at the gym a little bit earlier this morning and walking around throughout the day. I was watching their fights on the phone, and every time somebody went, I'm all juiced up and ready to. And I'm like, oh yeah, I still got to fight. Shit.
Hold on one second. Back left corner. No, it's you. In the
Shout out to the team.
In the blue tie.
Shout out to the team. Love.
Hey, you said yesterday, you know, that this guy can't really fight. Has your opinion changed on that, in that regard?
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to fucking talk shit. He's fucking boxing, high level guys, MMA, and you know he's sparring hard and working with good people, and then he starts talking shit to me throughout the camp. Like, you know, I come to the territory and it's all is fair. Love and war, I'm always about that. Say whatever you want, that's fine. But then when you start making things trying to make things personal, saying shit he shouldn't be saying. That means so then it hurts people's feeling when I say this ain't a real fight, because it's a real fight. Remember Logan Paul in New Orleans? You know what I'm saying? No problem. This is not a real fight to be talking to me like that. This is a boxing competition. So that's what I meant by he can't really fight, you know? So it's not overly disrespectful when, you know what I'm saying?
Is there a pro
Can't
boxer?
really fight, don't be talking shit.
See, on the street, what did you think?
What'd he say?
He basically said, like, not interested, and then he sent something to Sweetie, the girl who walked out with him on his round.
Yeah, I don't know. What'd he say?
One for Richard Perez.
What'd he say?
Richard, what did it mean to finally walk out, Nate?
Fuck that fool. What?
What did it mean to finally walk out Nate to a boxing match?
It's awesome. I mean, I love the way he boxes. He's just he got hurt, and so that throws you back. You know, wherever the level you're on, you have to slow it down. So your timing's off, and then he couldn't throw the jab very good, and that's why he got caught with the hook, because he threw it and dropped it. You know, and then before that he hurt his knee, but it's all good. He's not going to quit. You know, he's not a quitter.
Nate, sorry, are you aware that you're a victim of the Drake curse? He put $250,000 down for you to beat Jake Paul. Seems as though, as you know, everybody he bets on seems to lose. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, whatever. Shout out to Drake. Love for the love. I appreciate it. And you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Hey, we'll break that curse.
Two more questions.
What's
Is
happening?
there a pro boxer?
Fuck a curse.
Is there a pro boxer that you'd like to watch, and is there a style that you'd like to teach Nate if he continues to go forward in boxing?
I like Mike Tyson.
Ooh, yeah.
Is there a style you'd like to teach?
I like his style. When he's not hurt or anything, he's awesome. He's a good
What do you call that style? Well, how would you describe
Nate
it?
Diaz style.
Sick. Dope as fuck.
Last question.
What's hanging?
Question for both of you guys. You guys sold out the building, record gate. The crowd was obviously almost one-sided behind Nate tonight. Your career obviously isn't over, whether in MMA or in boxing. Real Fight has their own promotional show.
Yo, turn it up! Man P. Let's go.
Dan.
Hey, who had that button? Hit it in 3. That was perfect timing. Man, fine. We'll catch you next time.
With as big of a performance as it was for both Nate and Real Fight tonight, would Dallas be a market you guys want to return to in the future?
Is that for me?
For both of you guys.
I'll start, absolutely. I mean, we got so much love here all week. I mean, from the beginning, as I said before, we've been to other boxing shows similar to this, MVP shows that were great opponents, but nothing like this. This was an event. This was a boxing show, and it was sold out and it made news. And I asked you, who did Make News become? I mean, great co-promotion, but it's because of what Real Fight's doing. It's because what Nate's doing is the power of him. That's why the crowd was the way it was, and that's why the build-up is the way it was. That's why the social media was because of the way it was. So, you know, I'll let Nate answer too, but, you know, when he said we're here to take over, I mean, this is what it looks like tonight. So we're here.